Alright guys, we are back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys Finals at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Robert Mcnett on the left, roll of 12, playing an Odion deck, versus Stephen, a bronder on the right, also playing an Odion deck with Eldlich. This one was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut a top 4. Mcnett was X1, while Stephen was undefeated in the Swiss rounds. Now, Stephen did win our first Genesys tournament that I uploaded on the channel, so will Stephen go back-to-back, or will Robert get his first win? Now, whenever I do commentary, I always root for someone. So in this match, I'm going to root for Steven because I would like to see him go back-to-back. All right, who won? Well, obviously, Robert won the roll with that 12. Now, let's see what he can do on his first turn. So it looks like he didn't draw 2. Just sets a back row and passes to Steven. Now, Steven won the first tournament with Exo Sister and then switched to this deck. So here he normal summons Man with the Mark, and Mcnett activates Dominus Purge to negate Man with the Mark's effect. Now, Steven discards Anubis. Search another Man with the Mark. And Steven's going to try to attack him, but he's going to special summon the Swamp Deity in defense mode. And attacks over the Man with the Mark. Wow, what did Robert draw? Robert must have drew pretty bad. Or all hand traps, something like that. Alright, so Steven summons the second Man with the Mark. And searches Treasure of the Kings. Activate Treasure of the Kings. Effect to set the Apophis Serpent. Now here, I think Robert forgot he had Ghost Ogre. I think because there was like a TV on the side. And yeah, he ogres, but then it's like kind of too late. He was supposed to ogre the Treasure of the Kings. Yeah, and he just changed scoops. I think his hand was bad anyway, but I think he got distracted. I think they had the TV on, and I could kind of see Robert was kind of facing the way of the other to his left. So I think he forgot the ogre, but it's whatever. Anyway, game 2. Mcnett's going first. Steven 1 win away from going back-to-back. So he starts off activating Pot of Extravagance. So gonna go for 6. And draw 2. Mcnett normal summons his own Man with the Mark. Treasure of the Kings. Yeah, I've watched this deck so much. I'm starting... I kind of want to play the deck myself just because I've watched it so many times already. Activate Treasure of the Kings. Set Apophis Serpent. Set another one. Or he's going to, yeah, set another one. Activate Treasure of the Kings. Add search Merciless, special summon Merciless by banishing Anubis, and then add Temple of the Kings with Merciless effect. Activate Temple of the Kings, special summon Serpent, set another deity, special summon deity, fusion summon into the Divine Serpent, and then he's going to target both to set both. Discard Anubis to add Man with the Mark. And then XYZ summon with the Merciless and the Divine Serpent for Evilzor Lars. Alright. Pass it to Steven. Steven discards his own Anubis. Search out Man with the Mark. And here on res, Robert is going to draw Steven. And here he uses Golden Lord's effect to pop the Lars. Stephen activates Treasure of the Kings. And this card is the first time I've seen this card, Verdict of Anubis, to negate Treasure of the Kings. I think because Stephen's the only other Odion player I've watched, and I don't think he's playing that card, so. So Stephen sets, and he's going to use Golden Lord's effect to send a second Super Poly to add Golden Lord, special summon Golden Lord. So it looks like either going to end phase, and Robert is going to set deity and special summon Serpent during Stephen's end phase. Yep. Draw. Yeah, I was playing Pot of Extravagance yesterday in my deck. You always had to check to see what you banished. What's he reading? Anubis? So he's going to special summon deity. And he's going to try to special summon another deity. Okay. Fusion. Fusion for Divine Serpent. And here Steve is going to Super Poly with the, which one? One of the Apophis Traps and the Serpent. And bring out Garura. So yeah, probably Robert didn't anticipate a third Super Poly. I wouldn't. Anyway, here comes an Anubis effect. Put the 2 traps back at the bottom of the deck to special summon Anubis. Activate Treasure of the Kings. To add another Anubis from deck to hand. Plays a second Anubis. Or sorry, not Anubis, Treasure of the Kings. Set one of the Apophis Traps. I couldn't tell which one it was because the video sped up a bit. So Anubis run over Garura. Steven's going to draw a card. Switch man with the mark to defense. What's going on? Golden Lord's effect? Okay, McNett's reading it. So, okay, it's Steven's turn. He drew what he had, 1 card in his hand. Drew for Garura, drew for turn. So, special summon Anubis from graveyard by putting 2 of the cards back in the bottom of the deck. XYZ summons with Anubis and Golden Lord into number 81. And Robert is going to activate Serpent. Set deity. Yep. Special summon Serpent. He's going to attack over the Serpent with the number 81. Oh, they can't be destroyed, right? Yeah, I think they can't be destroyed. So he attacked for no reason. Yeah, they can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. What is it, once per turn? Yeah, once per turn while you control Temple of the Kings. Okay. So what's going on now? Robert's using Treasure to add what it was, a man with the mark? Yeah, he adds a man with the mark with Treasure of the Kings. Normal summon man with the mark. What he had? Another Treasure of the Kings? Yeah, he had another one. Yeah, Robert keeps checking. Checking his extra deck. This is that extravagance, right? Maybe he banished a really important extra deck monster that he needed. Okay, so I'm guessing he just attacked him. But yeah, okay, so he attacked him just to do some damage. Okay. So it's Robert passes back to Stephen. Yeah, what I've noticed with Genesis or just Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh in general, the games either drag out like this one or they're over like really quick. Okay, so here comes Elixir of Scarlet's. I don't know how to pronounce this card's name. Basically, he's trying to special summon a Golden Lord from his deck or his graveyard. And here, Robert's going to special summon DET and negate the effect of number 81. So he brings out the Golden Lord. Now Stephen activates Treasure of the Kings. And sets Serpent. And now Robert is going to Ghost Ogre the Treasure of the Kings. Okay, so this is kind of the same thing that happened game 1, where he ogred the Treasure of the Kings. I guess he still gets to set the trap card. Okay, so here he's going to use Dogmatica Punishment. I don't know exactly how this card works, but I know he basically wipes his board with it, and he sends the elder entity. So I'm not too familiar with that card. Haven't really read it. Okay. So here, Robert tries to tribute summon Anubis, but takes it back. Attacks with what? Swamp DET. Attacks with Anubis. And Mcnett passes to Stephen. But it looks like Steven's going to use the Elixir Graveyard effect to set a golden land spoiler trap. Okay, so he says what? Conquistador? And Steven special summons Serpent, set DET. Okay. I wonder if Steven is using... Well, I think we saw Droll. Droll might be the only hand trap that Steven's using. So here... He's going to try and use Golden Lord's effect, but Robert has the Ghost spell. While Robert is playing way more hand traps. He's playing... Or, I mean, he might have sided into them. Yeah, he might have sided into some of them. But he had Ghost Ogre game 1. So... So he's going to special DET and negate Temple of the Kings. And here Steven's going to fusion summon the Divine Serpent. Here, Robert affects he drew quite a few hand traps. Valor's the Divine Serpent. And now Stephen's going to special summon Anubis by returning a Treasure of the Kings and one of the Apophis traps to the bottom of the deck. Special summon Anubis. Steven looks confused. So he attacks over the trap. Attacks over the trap just to do damage. Okay. Yeah, the only hand trap I've seen from Steven is Droll. He sets the Droll? I mean, at this point, it's kind of like... Okay. Yeah, I mean, Robert. So Robert here tribute summons Dogmatica Thunderbolt. I don't even know what that card does. Maybe I should go read it. Dogmatica Thunderbolt. Dogmatica. So it's like, if a monster special summon from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon a card from your hand. Oh, so it just gains more attack. Okay. So Robert special summon the Anubis from his hand. So Steven here is going to special summon the Conquistador. And then uses Divine Serpent's effect to destroy Anubis. So yeah, he's going to attack over the Conquistador with Dogmatica. And I believe this is in main phase 2. Robert is going to special summon Deity. XYZ summon into a card that I recognize, M7. So like Steven's asking him if that's... Steven, I guess, is not too familiar with M7. He's wondering if it's a quick effect. It's not. Yeah, that's why they're pausing here. He's going to detach a material and bounce back the Serpent. Yeah, you see right there. Then Robert's going to return one of the Apophis traps and the Divine or Judgment and bring back Anubis. Then uses Treasure of the Kings to set the Apophis trap. Or he's trying to. Or I think Steven might have a response. Yep, so he sets the Apophis trap. Yeah, game 1 went by so quick, and here we are game 2, and it's just, man. Maybe it's this mirror match. Yeah, I can see this mirror match being tricky because they can't. Once per turn, the monsters can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Is it both? I think it's both, right? Is wisdom control and control Temple of the Kings this card, and Apophis Machine you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Temple of the Kings you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. So here Stephen brought back Golden Lord. Attacks over M7. End phase, banish Conquistador. And Steven's going to set the, what's this one called? Scarlet Singing? I don't know how to pronounce it. From his deck. And this is all in the end phase. Robert's going to special the Serpent. Looks like he's going to set another DT, I believe. Yep, sets a DT. Special the Serpent. Robert draws. So I think Robert went to his end phase, and then Steven's going to use the Scarlet to special summon Golden Lord. Yeah, it's end phase because he drew. Yeah, it was definitely end phase. 3, 4. He has another hand trap. I think he's going to bring back Anubis, put back 2 of the traps to the bottom of the deck. Special Anubis. And now Steven activates Hurst Eldlich. Robert with the Ogre. Okay, that's what he had. I could kind of tell he had a hand trap. Just and I'm guessing Curse of Eldlich has another effect. Steven has a foreign copy. That's why he's reading it. Yep, he sends like a Conquistador trap to the graveyard. Attacks over the Dogmatica. And I think end phase. Yep, end phase banished the Conquistador to set the Scarlet. Robert draws. And Robert's checking his grave. Yeah, he's thinking if he has plays. And with that, Robert offers a handshake. So Stephen 2-0s Mcnett and gets his second win in Genesis. Goes back-to-back, this time undefeated. So we'll be back soon for another Genesis tournament. I'm still kind of new to Genesis, so getting the hang of it. Kind of learning the decks just as I do commentary over the matches. Also, I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epik Cards and Games. That link is in the description. And again, we'll be back soon for another Genesis tournament. Steven will be returning, see if he can pull off the three-peat. And I'll see all you guys next time.